There was a man named Moses who had been born a slave in Egypt, but he was adopted by the princess of Egypt when he was just a little baby. But one day, when he was a big kid, he did something that was not very good and he was really ashamed of. And so he ran away from Egypt and he hid in the desert. And after many years, Moses had actually married and had a son of his own, and he became a shepherd there. One day, Moses, who was a shepherd and who watched sheep every day, was out again watching sheep like he did every day. And he was there, and he had lost a sheep, or maybe it was a reindeer, named Sven. Can you point to where Sven is on the picture? There he is. Moses found him. But when Moses found him, it was exciting, but then he saw a very strange sight. There was a bush that was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. So Moses went over to see why the bush was on fire but not burning up. And as he got closer, Moses was surprised to hear a voice speak to him.
Moses!
Here I am, Lord.
Do not come any closer. Take your shoes off, because you are standing on holy ground. I would like to introduce myself. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, your relatives.
Now Moses was already afraid when he heard God's voice. So Moses started to hide from God, but then God said,
I have heard the prayers of your relatives, the Israelites, who are slaves and being badly treated by the king and the Egyptians. I have heard their cries for help, and I am going to deliver them from those guys, and then bring them into a new land that is luscious, where the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, and a bunch of other people who wear tights live. So that is the plan, Moses. One more thing. I'm sending you to go to Egypt and to talk to the king and to lead my people out of Egypt.
Whoa. Hold on. You want me to talk to the Egyptian king? You expect me to talk to him? Who am I to talk to a king that powerful?
I will be with you, and when you lead the people out of Egypt, you will return to this very mountain and worship me here. So now, you have the plan. Are you ready to go?
Whoa. Wait a minute. What if I show up and they don't believe me? Or they say they've never heard of you? They have lots of different gods. What name should I tell them?
You tell them my name is I am the one who always is. You tell them I am sent you. The God of your relatives. Remember Abe, Ike, and Jake? Just so you know, the king of Egypt does not listen. So he's not going to believe you at first. But by the time you leave, after many miracles, they will be giving you gold and food to leave them.
After this, Moses thought for a moment.
Okay, let's go back to the whole they will not believe me thing. They're not going to believe me. They just will not.
Well, I have a few party tricks, like turning a stick into a snake, or making people's skin turn really crazy colors. Oh, and also turning a river of water into blood. They will eventually believe that I spoke to you, and you are there because I sent you.
But...
But what?
I don't talk very good when I get nervous.
I know. That is one of the things I love most about you, and is kind of why I chose you, because you're really not good at speaking. But remember that I chose you, and I am already ahead of you. And your long-lost brother is on his way here now. I told him to come and meet you.
So Moses trusted God to go back to Egypt, where he'd grown up. And Moses trusted that God would free the people that were the slaves in Egypt, just like he had said, and bring them back to the promised land, like God had promised. But there would be many more miracles that would have to take place and happen before the king of Egypt would ever let his people go. Watch for tomorrow's video to talk more about when Moses shows up and talks to the king of Egypt.